Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Hi your girl, Debbie from Donga Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. If you're new right on over here, special welcome. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of the journey, manners and respect. Now today's video is, on today's video, I always make this mistake. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to prepare some Jamaican chicken foot soup. Okay, I'll introduce my chicken foot to you in the next segment. But in this segment, I'm going to be introducing my veggies that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some pumpkin that have just been peeled and washed, and I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be prepping them. I'm using some corn. I'm using turnip. I like turnip in my plain soup. And when I say plain soup in Jamaica, if it's not red pea soup, we classify it as plain soup, okay? If it is no form of like red peas, gungu, cow peas, no, once it's not pea soup, we classify it as plain soup. So I like turnip in my chicken or whatever beef soup. I have carrots, I've got chocho or coyote as you all call it. So right now I'm going to show you. And right over here I've got my pot. I've got a little less than a gallon of water in there. These were peeled and they were washed. So at this point now I'm going to show you how I'm going to proceed to cut. Not all of them, but you know, each one. So this is my chocho, and I'm going to proceed to cut it off like this. So it's like I'll be dicing some and I'll be slicing some. So let me show you. And you could cut the chocho broad and thin too, it doesn't matter. Okay, because they're all going to be cooked. And you may go cook them till you know. I don't want my vegetable and that when you see them just stand up in the pot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to cut my chocho like this. You do your thing how you want to do your thing, okay? You could cut your chocho like this, and you could also do it like this. Thin and broad. But you do what you want to do. I'm going to be slicing my carrots thin. As thin as this. Try to let them be thin so they'll cook quick and they'll cook evenly. You know? Slicing off my carrots. And be careful of the knife that you're using. And we really need some good knife. I'm gonna try to invest in some good knives. So you push like, you know what I'm saying? I have no knife cutting skills, and I don't know if you have, but do what you can do, okay? I'm gonna be putting my corn in pieces like this, because I'm putting my corn with them too. That's on the floor. So basically, that's what I'm be doing. My turnip. Okay? I'm going to be cutting my turnip like this. And I might save back a half, because turnip is like, have a little strong, you know, a little taste there. And I am the only one that likes the turnip in the soup, so I might just use half of it. I might put back this half. My family doesn't like the taste of turnip, but I very much do. Now for my pumpkin. This is how the pumpkin look. I've peeled it, and I'm going to be cutting it really big. I'm not going to be cutting it as big as the others. And if you have watched any of my soup videos, you will see why I cut my pumpkin like this. And I might add this piece too, because even though this pumpkin look like it's pretty, from experience, me know say good and not have much color. So I might just use this piece. I'm going to go now. I've showed you basically how I'm going to be cutting my veggies. So I'm going to go now, finish doing all of this. And when I return, you'll see where I'll be going next. Soon come. Okay, now family, I've finished my prepping. And I'm going to use my hands. My hands are clean. I'm going to be putting all my chopped vegetables into my soup pot. Or stock pot, whatever. It can be for stock, it can be for soup. This type of pot. And I'm going to be putting them all in there. And I've not used all of my beetroot, all of my turnip. I've left some. I'll freeze some, so another time I'll have it for soup. I think it's just maybe too strong in there, because you know I like the flavor of it though, but I don't want it too much. So this is what I have. And right here I have my pumpkin, and I cut them this size. And I know you want to ask me, Debbie, why is the pumpkins, why are the pumpkins so big? But as I go along, you'll see why. I won't tell you. I think if you have watched my Saturday soup video, I'll leave the link for you in the description. Let you go watch that one. You will know why. So I'm putting in my pumpkins like this. And I told you I put a little less than a gallon of water into my soup pot, or my stock pot. Going right over here now, and I'll be putting it on the stove reasonably high. My stove, the ice is 6. I have it at 5. It's not no gas mark nor nothing, you see, because I think in England they have gas mark. I don't know how that work. So this is what it looks like, and I'll be leaving it. No, I've got here 5 pegs of garlic, and I'll be smashing them because I want them to start out with a little garlic. And also, as I go off camera, I'll be putting in a teaspoon or a little more of salt. Jeez, I almost said sugar. What is happening, y'all family? So you want to start off with some garlic. I've got to be using my water like this, family, because the pipe is on, nothing is coming. So that's where we are at, and we're going to leave it there to come to a boil. Now, I'm going to do for you another version of soup, but I'll be doing it vegetable style. Not today, in another video, not long from now. I'll be showing you how you can get a decent pot of vegetable soup, all veggies. You know, I'll be adding extra vegetables, and I'll be doing it using a different method to bring out flavors and to let it taste good, because we're going to be omitting meat. So when you're omitting the meat, you've got to do it a certain way that you have a flavor. You've got to start with a flavor. But I'll do that for you in another video. Now right here, I'm going to be introducing to you the meat of the day, fall foot. I'm going to be introducing to you some chicken foot. This is what I'll be using for my meat. Okay? So you see the chicken foot now? You need to get some green lime, because you see this chicken foot, it is very, very, very raw. So you don't want none of the seeds get away in there, you know. So you put that. You know why? When the seeds get away in there, it might happen that you all wash, and then some of the seeds are there and you don't see it, and it go in the soup pot and cook. And make I tell you something, the bitterest thing you can think of on the face of the earth is a lime seed. So you want to get some green lime juice, and also you want to put the skin, because you want the rind off of the skin for wash the fall foot, chicken foot. So you make sure you don't have any of the seeds getting in there. Okay, family? Yeah, because sometimes the complication is when you end up somebody get one lime seed in the soup. We don't want that happen. Look at me here. I left these on to show you. This is how the chicken foot comes before they are stripped. So they have a process of putting them in hot water and all of that. So we're not going to go into that right now, because, you know, that's for a different video. So you want to get them off. These are what protects the chicken, you know. And then sometimes too, you get some of them that in these parts here, you have something like sore. Sort of looking like sore. Some of them really not so nice, but when you get it like this is where they have the chickens. Sometimes the hair that they're standing on really hard, and the more the weightier they get, the foot tend to squeeze. That's what it looks like, because even though them look so, them tender. So when the chickens get to a, you know, big, and then they start to walk and they measure sometimes, then they squeeze, so it becomes more like a sore. So you want to take out all of these. You want to get all of these off. And you must say, I said, Debbie, I'll cook you with the top on it. Papa God. I want you to start scrubbing them chicken foot here with not only the juice of the lime family, but also a lot of people don't even know that this green part that carries the rind, how much it cleanses the meat. You see, it is so strong. So look here, this me I go deal with, you know. So I'm just gonna stop right here to show you that you must take off the fold two of them. You see? So you take them off right there. And these chicken look like some little young chicken. And they come like for them foot, you know, then young. So you nip off the little toe, the nails, you take them off. See them here? And then right here, you just, right here, where the toe, the toes intersect the leg or whatever you so be, you do it like this. One more for the record. Because what I was telling you about right here. So you want to take your knife now and take it off. Sometimes some of them you really have to get rid of them. You really have to not use them, you know. Depending on the people or where you get your chicken foot. Some of them not so, you really have to think them. Taking off the toes, for God's sake, family. Don't cook the chicken foot with the toes them. I get to understand that some people are afraid of it. Right here, and you give it that little chop. I'm going to do one more phone now. Taking off the toes, take them off far up, not take them off too near. You see what I'm saying? Some people take them off honestly too near, and be careful. Them are young, so I can just all do it like this, okay? So each and every single one, I have 1.5 pounds in there. I'm gonna do just the same. And I go come back and show you how I go finish. Watch it, because it's supposed to go in the pot. Probably 5 minutes after this start boiling. Must soon come. So look at me here now, family. I've removed all my toes and all the strips. And this is direct. You see how me using 3 green limes? Not the ripe ones, family, for this. With the green lime, the rind of the green one. You're going to scrub it. I was doing all of that off camera. So I'm just showing you now. So this is the wash water from it. So I'm going to throw this out now. And I'm just going to rinse it with some plain water. And if you're at home watching and you want to cook, you don't use any warm water on this, you see? Just cold water. So I'm going to throw off this water, this lime water, and I'm just going to rinse it with some fresh water, cold water. So when you see me next, I'll be adding it to the vegetables. May soon come. Okay, now family, this is my chicken foot. It's ready for the pot. So you open your pot like this. It's almost boiling. So let's get our flame up. And as I opened it, I smell my turnip. So I'm going to be putting in my chicken foot. I've added a little salt already, just a little salt, and the garlic. So that's where we're at now. And you're going to leave it right there and let them cook until they're like halfway. The chicken foot and the vegetables are going to cook until they're halfway. When they're at the halfway cooked point, I'll come back and you see what I'm talking about. So that's where we are. And I'll add that. And then also, I think at that point, I will remove my pumpkins and then you'll see how I do it. And I'll have my food that I'll be using in there ready. I don't think you'll miss anything. You know, I've showed you the video there. I'll have my dough with my dumplings ready to be my dough for my dumplings. I'll have my yam and my, I'm using sweet potato here instead of Irish. And I'll be using, maybe, I'm not sure if my breadfruit is okay. I'll be using a piece of breadfruit and my soup dumplings. So when we return, so nobody says, Miss Debbie, so you know show how to make the dumpling. The video is there showing you how to make dumpling, showing you how to cook hard-boiled food, showing you how to cook breadfruit and all of that. So when I return, this should be halfway cooked. I'm going to have my rest of stuff ready. And I'll show you how we'll proceed. Must soon come. Okay, now family, let's get into our pot to see what is happening. And you see what is happening right there? We have, look at our chicken foot. They are halfway cooked. They are halfway cooked. You see them still look stiff. When them finish cook, you will see how relaxed them be. So we are at the halfway mark. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to be using this to take out just the pumpkin. And if when you take out the pumpkin, them any other piece come out, nothing wrong. Take out all of them pumpkin here at this point. Me soon come. Okay, now family, all my pumpkins have been taken out. and I saw in my pot. Look, we're gonna add at some point have a liquid, which is water. So as I go off camera, I've got to set my kettle to boil. We don't really fully need it yet, so this is what I have in there. At this point, I am going to put in my soup dumplings. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me cover my pot. And right here, I think I'm still gonna do it in a video to prove what I'm saying. Some time ago, some months ago, somebody watched one of my, I think it was my Saturday soup, and the comment was, and I tried to calm. Oh, good job, Debbie, good job, except that you put in the dumplings first. You did everything right except to put in the dumplings first. The dumplings are supposed to go in last. I don't like my dumplings being waterlogged. I don't like waterlogged dumplings. Family. That simply means when I put in the dumplings early, they're going to be waterlogged dumplings. I'm going to do it in a video. Some time ago, I went by Kimmy's apartment over there. I don't know who Kimmy is, right? And I saw her making soup. And I said, yeah, make soup, Kimmy. And when I look, Kimmy is a little baby. Kimmy is a young girl. She just born last night. The very first thing she put in after the vegetables start cooking was dumpling. Who puts dumpling last in a soup? Yes, you can. But after you do that, you can't talk to nobody about waterlogged dumpling, because those would be the waterlogged dumpling. Family, when you put in your dumpling, please comment as a Jamaican when the camera girl is coming. Yeah, honestly, I tell you like I lose my cool on it. Please to comment, when do you put in your dumplings when you're cooking soup? Is it that you put in your dumplings last? I put in my dumplings the very first thing. So here we go. Right in. I'm gonna put in my dumpling. Now I've made my dough. This is how nice my dough is and smooth. Remember to put a little butter in your dough when you're making your dumplings, in your flour. Remember to put a little butter in there. So this is my soup dumpling, and I'm not gonna stand here and show. I'm gonna leave the link in the description to how I showed you how to make all the different types of dumpling. This is my soup dumpling. So I'm not gonna stay here and put in all. I'm just gonna show you this is what I'm doing. Gonna go finish, put them in and come back. When we return, you will see where we'll be going next. Okay, family, my dumplings are in, and I've put on my kettle to get my hot water. So this is what it look like. You see the carrot, you see the turnip, you see the chocho, and you see the corn, chicken foot, and my soup dumpling them in. Now I've got 2 packs of this stuff here. I have this, and then they are not sponsored, so I'm going to be using the pumpkin flavored mixed grace, and this is Caribbean. Any one of these you can use, any one of them, Maggie, Grace, Caribbean drinks, any one of them, because they are basically the same thing. They are like to flavor up your soup. Basically when you check them having almost the same thing. So right at this point, I always like to put in, you know, I don't normally put in 2, maybe 1.5 depending. So this is where I would put in like sometimes I just use only 1. I like to put it in at this point to see how much the flavoring is. That is why I just started out with a small amount of salt. So all of that in there. We're going to cover now. Now that is there and it's going to come to another boil or continue cooking, I have my pumpkins here cooling out. Okay? Now I'm going to go now prepare my food, hard-boiled food, which is my yellow yam. I'm using sweet potato, and I'm trying to see if I can get a few pieces out of my breadfruit. Not sure, but I'll try. Okay, so this breadfruit was in the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that. Now I'm leaving my pumpkin to cool out. Let me put it right there. I have here just a small amount of green coconut milk that I have blended. It's not strained as yet. So when I return in the next segment, my food should be peeled, ready to go in, and me I go do the rest of the little thing. You're gonna see what I'll be doing, and you tell me if you have ever done your chicken foot soup that way. Must soon come.